Bella and Edward from the Twilight Boys. And when I first saw the second movie, I was in Australia, and in Brisbane, Australia, and it had been 9 years since I made a record, because when I did Trouble in Shangri-La, it was 2001, which was not a good year, 9/11, and I stayed out on the road for a couple months after the towers went down, and then I went home, and the internet went crazy, and I decided I wasn't going to make another record, and I didn't for 9 years. And this one moment when I sat down on the couch, and you know how a movie will just come on and you'll just like go, I don't really want to watch this, but it's on, so I will. And so I watched it, the second one. And when it got to the end, and Jacob, the other man in her story, said, how can you can't fight an eclipse. That just killed me as a poet, because of course, Edward completely eclipsed Jacob. Definitely for me. Anyway, so I went straight to the piano and I wrote this song, Moonlight, A Vampire's Dream. And I just in one big fell swoop wrote it, recorded it on camera, and got it from the piano and said to my assistant, who was like hiding down the hallway, I said, I think it's time to do a record. So this is that call I make every 25 years. Call somebody in Los Angeles, book a studio, let's go in. I'm ready to go back into the world of the recording world, because I don't really care if anybody buys it or not. I'm doing it for me now. It's like, this is all about me having fun, all about me writing songs that I love, and if nobody wants them, I don't care. I can just sit at my piano and play them and totally have a good time. So, this song, on many, many layers, saved my life. So, that being said, let's just leave it up there in the twilight. Thank you.